Hello, this is one video out of a series of misconception videos on ratios and proportions. Today we will be discussing cases where students are using additive reasoning instead of multiplicative reasoning in proportions. Let's take a basic example. 2 cats can drink 3 bowls of milk. How many bowls can 4 cats drink? This is a simple question. Now suppose a student is given options like 5 bowls, 6 bowls or 8 bowls. If you use proportional reasoning, the answer would very obviously be 6 bowls. However, many students give the answer as 5 bowls. Now what's the reason for this? The student logic dictates that if 2 cats drink 3 bowls of milk, 4 cats, which is 2 plus 2, will drink 3 plus 2, which is 5 bowls. Let's take another example. The weight of 2 apples is equal to the weight of 3 oranges. The weight of 6 apples is equal to. Now in this case, we have 4 options: 9, 7, 4 or 2. Let's see the data on this question. Now we can see here that out of a total number of attempts of 1262, and this is for grade 6. So out of those, 68% are getting the answer, which is option A, and 24% students are choosing option B. Why is this? Let's go back to the question. Now the question says that the weight of 2 apples is equal to the weight of 3 oranges. And what is the weight of 6 apples equal to? Now, in proportional reasoning, you would obviously say A, 9 oranges. But what students are doing is selecting B, 7 oranges. Now why is this? The student logic says that if the weight of 2 apples is equal to the weight of 3 oranges, the weight of 6 apples here, so what you're doing is, in 6 apples you're adding 4 apples. So in case of oranges, you'd also do the same thing. You'd add 4 oranges to the number and hence come up with the answer 7. Now how to remedy this? Since this is a very important topic in primary school as well as secondary school, now we should inculcate the shift from additive to proportional to multiplicative reasoning. You can use real life examples like packaging, which is very efficient in actually inculcating this kind of reasoning in students. Or you could also in tandem use ratio tables. This helps actually in uncovering the student's logic while solving problems. Let us look at an example where we are encouraging proportional reasoning by using ratio tables. Suppose I have a question like this. One box can hold 4 pieces of chocolate. How many chocolates can we fit into 6 boxes? Now, if students are using additive reasoning here, what they would do is that if one box holds 4 pieces, 6 boxes would hold 4 plus 5, 9 pieces, or 4 plus 6, 10 pieces. Now, the method to remedy is you add 2 rows of boxes and chocolates, and the columns would signify the stepwise solving. So suppose we had 1 here. Now we multiply this by 3 to get 3 boxes, and you do the same thing to the number of chocolates. You multiply them by 3 to get 12 chocolates. Similarly, when you again multiply it by 2 to get the answer 6 boxes, you do the same thing to the second row. You multiply it by 2 and get 24 as the answer. So which is obviously the correct answer, and we have actually used stepwise proportional solving. Now, so what happens if the student is using additive reasoning in ratio tables? Now we can actually remedy this by introducing them to the concept of grouping. When students add values to the first column, for example 2 boxes, remind them that we are adding 2 groups of 4 chocolates to the second column and not simply 2 chocolates. Any addition made to the second column has to be a multiple of 4. Right. So you added 2 to the number of boxes. If you want to do the same thing to the number of chocolates, you have to add groups of 2, which is 2 into 4. Similarly, suppose you added 1. You again do the same thing and add 1 group of 4 chocolates. So as you can see here, it's 2 into 4, 1 into 4, and then you add 2 again here. And the number of chocolates is 2 into 4. because these are two groups of 4 chocolates each. So let's see what's happening here. Adding by groups and not numbers. These are two groups. This is one group and then two groups again. So this is, according to me, a very efficient way of actually remedying the problem of using additive reasoning instead of multiplicative reasoning. Thank you for watching this video.